So now we move to item 12, the Banks Peninsula Community Board. Christine Wilson, Chair of the Board, is here. Christine, if you'd like to come to the table. And I notice Pam Richardson's here as well. Pam, did you want to come forward as the Deputy Chair? All right.
I think you should, because you actually...
All right, so Christine and now Pam, thank you for joining us this morning. And if you'd like to present any key points from your report to us.
Okay, good morning everyone. Thank you, Andrew. We have a bit of a public participation thing running through our report today. So the first thing is the Littleton Air Quality Report. So basically, in August 2014, the then Littleton Mount Herbert Community Board noted that there was concerns in the community about the air quality, particularly in Norwich Quay. So in 2015 there was conversation with Environment Canterbury, and the board expressed their concerns and asked would it be possible to have it monitored. So as a result of that, 2016 the monitoring began, and it was concluded. It started in January 2016 and concluded in December 2016, and it was really good because the report that came back was actually there's a chart there, so that gives you an idea basically of the monitoring that was going on. So basically there is quite an in-depth report that we've got copies of, but the results that come back were that the time of day and the time of year suggests that truck exhaust emissions are not the main source of dangerous particles. So from a community perspective, that's really good because of the increase of trucks that are moving along Norwich Quay, and it suggests that it's most likely coming from wood burners. So in summary, the emissions from the truck exhaust do not appear to be a big air quality issue on Norwich Quay, so we're really thrilled about that result. And the one that
that's right. The high one's Woolston.
Woolston, yeah.
Yeah.
St Albans is higher than that.
Yes, St Albans is up there.
And this chart, just to clarify, Christine, this particular chart, PM 2.5, that's likely to come from wood burners, is that correct?
Yes, as opposed to the truck emissions.
Interesting.
So, yes.
Not so much for your community board, but for the other two affected areas where that air quality is not within the World Health Organisation's, and where we should get some
we could forward the...
Yeah, maybe, Joan, if you're able to forward this report to the two community boards that the graph's relevant to, and then obviously you can pick that up. Well, it may be. So if you can forward it,
we will do.
And maybe to the, which committee would it be? The ITI committee, so maybe to Pauline as chair of the ITI committee as well, and that'll allow us to pick that up, because clearly there are some concerns being expressed there.
Yes.
It's also been raised in the NERC report that we used to get, and it was placed on the agenda for the meeting with the commissioners that councillors have. So,
all right. So, Pauline, if that comes to you, do you want to pick that up as well?
What's that?
Any synergy with the reports on the Natural Environment Recovery Programme that we used to get, the NERP, and also the ability to discuss this, because obviously air quality is an ECAN issue. The ability to discuss this with ECAN commissioners at a governance, councillors at a governance level as well.
We normally have an update from ECAN to ITI, but we haven't recently because David's been a bit unwell. But so, we will follow it up.
All right.
Well, could we, when we as councillors meet with ECAN, actually have this, because they did put it on the agenda previously around Woolston, around heavy particles, which is different to the graph that we've got. So there's an even worse issue for Woolston.
I think that's a good idea.
It would be good to just get it on the agenda, get a meeting with those commissioners. And
we've got a meeting with ECAN councillors coming up, so I'm not sure what the process for getting items on that agenda would be, but it's certainly something we can look at. And if it,
we can do that, and it would be useful for them to have some information from the report before that meeting.
Yeah. So, Joan, if you're able to forward the report through as relevant,
Yes.
that would be great. And clearly there are some further actions either through community boards or council or through ECAN that might result from that. So, well, certainly further discussions. So thank you. Christine, apologies for interruptions.
No, not at all.
Continue
well,
on.
it was good. Good to get that sorted. Well worth it. The next item is just really wanted to highlight, for those who are not aware, that the Banks Peninsula Community Board travels. So we alternate our meetings monthly between Littleton, Akaroa, Littleton, Little River. So I think really the good thing to highlight here is when we're in different communities, we have a lot of deputations. So at our meeting in June, we had 15 deputies that came along. So it was really good to see that the communities come out and really want to speak to us when we're there, as opposed to them having to travel back to Littleton. So I was away actually on bereavement leave at that meeting, so Pam chaired it, and I heard that it all went very efficiently, so it was really good, because 15 deputations is a lot. The photo here just shows the environment squad that came along and requested a letter of support for the entrance into an international environment competition, and the board was happy to provide that for them. So just really wanted to highlight that. The next one is an ongoing issue in Akaroa about the tactile pavers. So we had 7 deputies at that meeting who are very concerned about the colour of the tactile pavers. And whilst the board understand, you know, the colour and the reasons behind it, we are also concerned that Akaroa banks, well, I think if you go to the next, thanks Joan, if you have a look at this photo here, and then try and imagine yellow there, it would really change the streets, you know, scape. So there is a bit of concern around that, the whole aesthetic and quality of the area. So there's lots of conversations going on about those pavers at the moment, trying to get it right. And this next picture is this is taken in Cashel Street, so you know, it's been brought to our attention that there are other colours that can be used, so we're just waiting basically for some more information so we can try and get that settled. It's just really highlighting that yellow is not the only option. So that was it on the tactile pavers, but obviously Akaroa community are very passionate about their community and the colours that go into it. So
they didn't want them at all.
They don't want them.
No.
Right, okay.
Yes.
So the discussion at the board was very much around whether a colour other than yellow could deliver the same safety benefits that yellow would be able to deliver, and there's further information coming back, I think, isn't there, Christine?
Yes, that's it. So that's ongoing still, so watch this space. And lastly, I know that we're going to be presenting our board plans next month, but this is just a wee snippet of our one that was signed off at our meeting on 31st of July, and really it's all about public participation and listening to our community and what they wanted, so that's one of the things that have come out of it. So we look forward to presenting that. I believe it's on September the 8th now, so that's it really. Thank you.
Great, thanks very much indeed for the presentation. Are there any questions? Okay, so we've got a recommendation to receive the community board, which I'm happy to move. Is there a seconder? Tim will second. All those in favour? Against? That's carried.